The guy show up yet?
Yeah, he's out there working.
What's he like?
Just a guy. Didn't notice anything queer about him. I guess it doesn't show, huh?
Oh, he's all right, just like I told you.
He was a mental case, wasn't he? Look, Mr. Roy, you're the boss. You asked me to hire a man, I hire him. I figure you got your own reasons.
It's nothing complicated. The fellow's doctor is a friend of mine, and he gave me his personal guarantee that he could do a day's work good as anybody.
I think the doc would want him taking it easy.
Working's part of the treatment.
What happens if he gets in the jam?
Back to the hospital, I guess, so the doc starts giving him some of the new drugs they're talking about.
Look, Mr. Roy, I am not against giving the guy a break, but if anything goes haywire on this job, I'm responsible, right? I just don't want any trouble. Okay, we'll try the guy for a while, see how he works out.
They sure clobbered your guys yesterday.
Give it up, buddy. It's all over.
I'll get you 5 the ace, cop the penny.
You want to bet, huh? All right, I'll make you a bet. 2 to 1 somebody gets killed around here before the end of the week.
What's that supposed to be? Funny?
Yeah. Just a gag. It's all right, forget it.
What is it, Tony? What's up?
I heard McGuire up there talking to the contractor about some fella they just hired.
What about it?
Well, they said he was fresh out of the loony bin.
What?
Well, maybe the guy's better.
And they said he was still under treatment.
Which guy?
Well, I didn't hear him say no name. Boy, I'm telling you, with all the stuff I got in my mind right now, that's all I need.
That mental stuff gives me the willies.
Well, that's only because you don't know anything about it.
You got a head doctor in your family?
I got a brother in my family. Now, he was in the hospital, but he's out now and he's doing fine. He even graduated law school.
Okay, so that's your brother. I mean, so a guy goes to school. He don't know the kind of pressures we got around here. It's a kind of job, well, it's dangerous enough.
Yeah, without having to worry about some cuckoo getting nervous and dropping a plank on your head.
So which guy is it?
Don't look at me.
Who came in the last couple of days?
A dozen guys.
You ever notice the way he goes around talking to himself?
Could be.
Nah, he's a nice guy.
Oh, you know him?
Well,
Hey, out there! What is this, the Ladies' Aid Society? Come on, we gotta pour that slab on Monday.
Want to try some real Swedish ham?
No, thanks.
Here, try some. It's mighty good.
Now, look, this kind of work is pretty rough, see? You know, you're always sweating out a schedule and got the heat on you. And, well, when you go up a way, it gets even rougher. I mean, a certain type of guy who's, well, like nervous or anything, you know? Now, this just is a racket, you know?
I don't understand.
Well, I ain't exactly the calm type myself, see, but, well, I'm a real bull, see, I can take it. But what I'm trying to say is, well, I don't mean nothing personal, but, well, the boys get a little jumpy about having a guy around who's got mental trouble.
Mental? You mean like crazy?
Well, most of the guys, they got wives and kids to worry about.
You calling me crazy?
Look, I'm trying to be a nice guy about it.
Nobody's gonna call me crazy.
Here, what's going on here? What's eating you guys?
Calls me crazy.
Well, it's the truth, ain't it? Now, don't look at me like that, McGuire. You know what I'm talking about. Well, ask him. Ask him if this ain't the guy fresh out of a mental hospital.
You're off base, Tony. Way off.
Yeah.
Now, look, you worked with me for years. Have I ever conned you? Now, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Come on, Tony, forget it. Shake the guy's hand.
You mean to tell me you ain't hired nobody just out of a mental hospital?
I didn't say that. All I said was it wasn't Ozzy.
Well, then who is it?
That's my business.
What about us?
Yeah, if something goes haywire down there, we're the guys that get it in the neck.
Now, look, I hire a man, that means he knows his job, period. His personal life is his own business. Now, you like to drink too much beer, that's your business. Andy here wants to beat up his wife, that's his business.
Well, what are you going to do? Just forget it?
Shouldn't be so hard to figure out which guy it is.
Hi.
Hi, how'd it go?
Nothing to it. Should have seen me out there. Man, it was just like the old days.
I'm making you spaghetti with meatballs.
Smells good. Lots of Italian fellas on the job. Nice guys, you know. This one geezer, he's a real character. You ought to hear him out there belting it out while he works. Ridi Pagliacci! Hey, what time do we eat? Supposed to be at Jerry's at 7:30.
You wash your hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, I would like a little kiss.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, you bought flowers.
The first daffodils of the year. I couldn't resist.
Carolyn. Everybody knows.
What did they say?
They don't know it's me. They just know somebody came out of a mental hospital.
You're trembling.
It's rugged. You listen to him talking about it, and you half want to say it's me, so what? You half want to sink into the ground, run away, just get out of there.
You've got to give people a chance, Tommy. It's just that it's something they don't know very much about. It's what scares them a little.
I know.
He'll all blow over.
Sure.
Now, how about that kiss?
Baby, just stick with me.
murder. You're beating our brains out.
We'll have to put a hex on him. You're over 200.
Lucky.
He says that every time.
Maybe we ought to make him bold lefty.
Hey, Schuster, how you doing?
You know, I've been watching you, boy. You're a real hotshot. You know, I've been telling the boys about the problem we got on the job, you know? I didn't mean to start no fight out there, but, you know, in our kind of work, well, a guy's just got to look out for a little bit for number one, right? I've been thinking, maybe we ought to call a meeting, huh? You know, put it up to McGuire. Just tell him that, well, we want the guy out. I mean, well, I don't know. I don't wish the guy no trouble or anything, but, well, we got our own problems, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to you? If you don't mind, I think I'd like to knock off. Oh, but you were doing great.
Oh, well, I'm kind of tired myself. We've got to get up awful early.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll finish it out next week.
Tommy, I've got some aspirin in my purse.
No, thanks. Settle with a pin boy, will you, Jerry? I'll settle with you next week.
Jerry. Bye, Marie.
The old business.
Sometimes I wonder how much of it had to do with Carolyn. Remember years ago, before he had the trouble, she was thinking of leaving him, and, well, then when he got sick, she stuck it out.
Well, you know, he never was the easiest character in the world to get along with. Always suspicious, always accusing her.
It's kind of hard being married to a girl so much livelier.
Well...
All I know is they're trying so hard, and I want them to make it.
You feel like you've just finished crossing a wide river. You look up and there's another one ahead of you. I can't be all better. If I was really well, nothing would bother me. I remember in the hospital that feeling like everything was against me. Not having a family. Waiting too long to get married. But that was the sickness. People don't dislike me. They don't care one way or the other. I know that. So then why are those guys on the job starting trouble? I don't expect them to be friends. But can't they just leave me alone?
Now remember, Mary, I want you to go home right after school.
Do we have to go through that all over again?
Look, I don't want you to think I'm mean, but you're just a kid, and I don't want you running around the streets with the boys all day.
Well, you ought to be glad I'm popular.
Sure, I'll run you for Miss America. Now look.
I'm late for school now.
Well, gosh, I'm late too.
Oh, Ma said to remind you that the payment on the house was due today.
Okay.
Okay, you won't work with a guy? Nothing I can do about it.
You're gonna get rid of him?
Look, we don't mean to cause the guy no trouble. Why don't you make it easy for him, huh? I mean, talk to his doctor or something. Find out the best way to tell it. Personally, I feel sorry for the guy.
All right, I'll talk to Mr. Roy.
What's going on over there?
Oh, they're trying to dump that guy. The one who was in the mental hospital.
Me. Yeah, it's me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, if there's anything I could do...
Yeah.
Here.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. Guess I said that before, didn't I?
Already. Today's Saturday, you know. Want some coffee? I don't blame you. I make rotten coffee. It runs in my family. My mother's always used to turn out practically like water. And Pop, he used to say, there's no such thing as strong coffee, just weak people. You'd think at least they could give you a chance.
You can't blame them. They've got their own worries.
He told me. Ramey's bought a house he doesn't know how he's going to pay for. Andy's got 5 kids. So you were sick. Millions of people get sick. Tommy, listen. Maybe you ought to go talk to the doctor. Maybe he could give you some advice.
Advice isn't going to keep me on the job.
Well, then forget it. You can get another job.
It'll be the same. Sooner or later, they'll find out.
Why don't you say it? The truth. That you just stick around because you're sorry for me.
Do me a favor. Let me decide how I feel. I'm a big girl. I'm here because it's what I want.
You mean you didn't stay around out of pity?
Maybe a little at first. But not now. Why is it so hard for you to believe that somebody can love you?
I don't know.
Tommy, you want them to give you a chance. Give me a chance.
I don't know what to do. What do I do? Okay. I'll go see the doc. What have I got to lose?
Schuster? Lou Riley, remember me? I was at the hospital.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. Working at the railroad depot. Be 6 months this week. Kind of different from the last time I saw you. A month after I got home, I used to get a kick just out of opening doors. Being able to walk to the corner, just doing anything I liked.
You're looking great.
Well, that's when I play with my kids on the weekends. That's what I miss most back there. Well, how are you doing?
So-so.
Mr. Schuster?
Well, so long.
See you around. Take it easy, but take it.
Doc, I've been thinking, maybe I ought to go back for a while. To the hospital, I mean. What makes it so hard for people to understand?
You know.
Yeah. Like Dr. Myers used to say, it's a hangover from the old days when mental stuff was something mysterious. I keep telling myself anyway. Only the guys on the job found out. Now it looks like I'm going to be fired.
And that's why you want to go back to the hospital.
I know. He told me there'd be problems, things I'd have to handle. But they don't give a guy a chance.
You have to fight for the chance. It's not easy. Nobody ever told you it would be easy.
They're not bad fellas or anything. They just don't understand.
You may have to help them.
There's this one guy, Rainey. He's the main one pushing to get me out. I had the thought that if I could talk to him, explain things to him, lay it on the line, that might help.
It might. Isn't there someone else on the job? Somebody a little more friendly?
Well, there's this guy I work with. He seems okay. I don't know. Why should he worry about me? The foreman seems like a nice Joe, but he's got his own troubles. It's his job to get a building up, not take care of sick people.
You think you're sick?
I was sick. No. Rainey's the one I've got to fight it out with. If I could just talk to him, explain it to him, make him see how it is. Yep, that's the way to handle it.
If you think so.
I don't know why I didn't see it all before. It's simple. Well, maybe it's not so simple. But I'm going to have a crack at it.
Look, I'm through taking this smart aleck stuff. You better get that through your head.
Tony!
You better think of something better to do than play that crazy music and go running all over town with a bunch of delinquents.
Okay, you don't have to scream.
Tony, you've got company.
Hmm? Oh. Hi.
I guess I picked a bad time.
Ah, it's okay. Forget it. It's my kid. She's 15 years old, and every time you turn around, she's running around with the boys. I tell you, it's driving me out of my mind. Tell me, what do you do with him?
Well, I guess it's the age.
Yeah, I say white, she says black. She's got a stubborn streak on her a mile wide.
Takes after a father.
Kid was brought up in a nice house. It ain't as if we never taught her nothing.
Well, maybe she just needs to feel that you're with her, that she can talk to you and get a fair shake.
Yeah. Sit down. Okay, I know it. Just what you said. Only, well, coming from him, it just makes more sense. Well, what's on your mind?
Well, it's sort of personal.
Why don't I make some coffee?
Look, Mr. Rainey,
Tony, huh?
The guy that you're so worried about on the job, the one who was in a mental hospital, it's me.
You're kidding.
I came over because I wanted a chance to tell you about it. You see, you've got to begin this way. There isn't anybody in the world who doesn't have a breaking point. Sure, with different people it's different, but anybody'll break down if the pressure gets too much for them. Okay, so you're sick, but that's what it is, sick. Treatment will make you well. Nowadays they've got drugs and other stuff, and when you come out of the hospital, you can live just like anybody else.
Yeah, but this guy, I heard McGuire say that that you were still going to the doctor.
Well, if a man's had pneumonia, he goes back to the doctor even when he's up and around. If a guy's back on the job, that's proof that he's better.
I see what you mean, except, a guy that's gone off once, how do you know when it's going to happen again? Maybe even on the job.
Well, how do you know a guy isn't going to drop dead of a heart attack on the job?
You got a point. Look, I appreciate you coming here to see me and all that. I guess it wasn't easy, but this business about a guy blowing his cork, and you saw me with a girl. Still, I guess I could be a good guy and say forget it, but, to be perfectly honest with you, cigarette?
Thanks.
You know, that job out there is pretty tough. A guy could get himself something easier.
But what a man knows best, that's what he ought to do. Look, if you'd just give me a... Well, I better be going. Sorry to bothered you.
It's okay, forget it.
See you.
Yeah.
I hate to do it.
I'm telling you, they won't work for the guy. What's so special about him we gotta knock ourselves out?
If I fire him, it makes the doctor right. That's how I got into this thing. The doc says it was tough to make a comeback after leaving a mental hospital. And I said, applesauce. Any man that can do a day's work can get a job. What's going on out there?
Hey, go out there! Oh, hurry up! Scaffold went out on him.
Hey, it's the psycho. It's Schuster. Oh, I knew the guy would crack up. I knew he should be out of here.
He's got him. He's pulling him in.
The guy's a menace, I tell you. He'll wind up killing somebody, that Schuster.
Shut up, Rennie. That's not Schuster up there.
I tell you, that's him. He's the loony they hired.
Well,
He's
then what's
the fella
he doing down here?
Well, I guess I made a mistake. Well, a guy can make a mistake.
Yeah, you sort of went off half-cocked. You've been making a habit of it lately.
I still think you ought to be out of here.
Okay, that's your opinion. But you could be wrong, Tony.
Come on, Wario. Give the guy a break.
How about a cigarette?
Thanks.
I guess they'll work with the guy now. You going to be ready to pour in Section 6 on Monday?
We'll be ready.
Want to live?
Thanks, I live downtown.
Okay, see ya. See you tomorrow.
Hi, Tommy. There's a man down the street with a horse and wagon selling tomatoes. And you know that horse looks just like my cousin Eddie. You know, I was thinking today about your job and everything. Well, I went down to the shipping room and talked to Chuck. He's the fellow in charge. Well, there's just a chance he may be able to take you on. Oh, and I thought of something else. You know that friend of Mr. Ellis's, the one who runs the paper factory? Now, he hires an awful lot of people. And I'll bet he could give you a job.
I've got a job.
But I thought they...
It's okay. Everything worked out okay.
What happened?
The guy stuck up for me.
Oh, Tommy.
Well, not Rainey. He still doesn't want me around. Okay. So I'm never going to have everybody on my side.
Oh, Tommy, that's right.
I can just get it through my head that there are some people I can depend on. Hey, I love you.
Amazing. I don't know how long I've waited for that. You never say it.
I love you.
Oh, that's nice. And how about me? How I feel about you.
Well, I guess you love me. I may not believe that tomorrow.
But you do believe it now.
Yes.
Well, that's something. It's a beginning. Careful, you crushed the tomatoes.